Greetings to all. I am so sorry that I'm not able to attend the conference and be with all of you this evening. However, I am grateful that I can express my gratitude for this award through technology, and as such, a part of me is with all of you tonight. Mr. Hagen and members of the NDLTD Awards Committee, first and foremost, I thank you so much for honoring me with the prestigious NDLTD International ETD Leadership Award. Fascinated by the notion that theses and dissertations could be offered electronically and free of charge to scholars worldwide, I volunteered to serve on an ad hoc committee to determine whether Duquesne University should require their graduate students to submit their theses and/or their dissertations electronically. As I learned about the NDLTD and ETDs, I realized that there was very little information written about the topic in the nursing literature. And so I wrote a review article, published in International Nursing Review, titled Electronic Theses and Dissertations, a Review of this Valuable Resource for Nurse Scholars Worldwide. About a year later, I had a phone call from Dr. Colin McDuff from the UK, who said, "I always thought that there had to be another nurse in the world like me, someone also interested in ETD development." We decided to collaborate, and since then, we put together an international research team comprised of a nurse scientist and a librarian from each country, including Australia, the UK, and the US. Our first study was an international survey, an exploratory study that was offered online to gain an initial understanding of knowledge and use of ETDs and their digital libraries. Using nursing as the model, we surveyed faculty, graduate students, and alumni of graduate programs at schools of nursing, and found that although many had submitted their theses and their dissertations electronically, only 44% of participants reported knowing how to access ETDs in their institution's digital libraries, and only 18% reported knowing how to do so through a national or international digital library. Only 27% had cited an ETD in a publication. The underuse of ETDs was found to be attributable to specific issues rather than general reluctance to use online resources. We concluded that most nursing scholars do not use ETDs to their fullest potential. We are almost done with our second study, using methods of narrative inquiry, and are completing an analysis of several interviews we conducted in an attempt to gain an in-depth understanding and further insight into nurse scholars' perceptions of the challenges and opportunities in using ETDs and their digital libraries. Our work has set the stage for future research and development in this field. Our next step is to find funding to develop and test an international online interactive educational intervention, and then eventually create a webinar to enhance ETD development in nurse scholars, as well as other scholars from other disciplines. Our ETD international research team believe that ETDs, the NDLTD, and other digital libraries offer the potential to radically change the nature and scope of the way in which doctoral research results are presented, disseminated, and used. And we aim to play a major role in this endeavor. Thus, I would like to acknowledge my colleagues, Dr. Colin McDuff, nurse scientist from Robert Gordon University in Aberdeen, Scotland, Dr. Gavin Leslie, also a nurse scientist, but from Curtin University, Perth, Australia, and our wonderful librarians, Susan Copeland from Robert Gordon University in Aberdeen, Diana Blackwood from Curtin University in Perth, and David Nolfi from Duquesne University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the US. This award belongs to my colleagues as much as to me, and I thank each of them for their knowledge and expertise, their insight, and their dedication to ETD development. I am so honored by this award, and I thank you again. Mr. Hagen, I hope to meet you someday. To all in the audience, I hope you have a wonderful evening with colleagues and friends and enjoy Hong Kong. God bless.